Hi everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY Dreaming. I hope that you are having a wonderful Saturday or whatever day it is when you're watching this replay. I have the coolest project for you today. So I've been thinking about rag flowers. Somebody mentioned it to me. She said, why don't you do that? And I didn't know exactly what that was, but coincidentally, I'd been looking at a lot of pictures on Pinterest in the middle of the night of rag flowers. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna make this darling little sign. It's gonna go this way. This was a frame from Walmart for $4. I got it today when I was getting my groceries. And we're going to stencil it, and then we're going to put the rag flowers on it, and oh my gosh, it's going to be the cutest thing ever. But so before I get started, I want to show you what I picked up at Walmart and encourage you, if you possibly can, even if you need to order, you should think about getting these because these are fabulous. Okay, so I got two things today. I got this package of squares of fabric. I got so excited, now I have a tickle in my throat. And it has a bunch of different designs on it. Look at this one, I like this one a lot. And then it has this, and then it has this gold and white geometric. Okay, so that was one thing, and I can't remember how much that was. It was probably about, maybe $5? I don't know. The other package, I keep snagging my top with my bracelet. The other package was really the better deal. And it was about $7. And it came with two of these big rolls of all different fabrics. The same fabrics that I just showed you. Oh my gosh. And I'm thinking tassels. I have like 4 other styles of flowers. We're going to do those rolled flowers with these. I'm absolutely in love. I think it's because of the orange, because for some reason this year I'm loving orange. Anyways, let me show you what they looked like. Okay, this is the squares thing, and I will take a picture of this and put it in the comments so that you can look for that. And then this was the strips. I don't know. I've got the lights turned on in here because I had to close the shutters because it was too much light coming in that way. And now I feel like it's either too bright or too dark. I don't know. Hey, hey, Marianne, sorry. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Carol. Hey, Diane. So that's one thing that I got. And this is what we're going to be using today. But also, well, I was just running through the craft section because, I wanted to limit the amount of time that I was in my Walmart getting the essential groceries. But I stopped and picked up some felt. I got this hot pink color, this awesome orange. Boy, I am just orange obsessed. And then this wonderful blue. And the blue is called Ocean Blue Craft Felt. They were 28 cents a piece. Love it. We're going to use some of this in our project. And then, last thing I grabbed, I grabbed a package of buttons, but I'm not sure if these are going to work for any of the projects. They might work better for this other set. Okay, so then they had a whole nother set of these craft squares and strips, all in these teal and gray colors. And I thought, who knows when I'm going to get out to shop for craft supplies ever again. So I just grabbed them. So we'll be making some stuff with this too. And I would encourage you next time you're in Walmart to run through that craft section or to consider ordering. I do believe that Walmart has a free shipping thing if your order's a certain size. Okay, so we're gonna start out making rag flowers, okay? And I've already made 2, so I hope you'll stay on to the very end so that I can show them to you. And we're gonna assemble our frame that we've stenciled. We're gonna put some of the flowers on it. It's gonna be awesome. So stay to the very end. Oh my gosh, and I forgot to say all that stuff. say hi, which you're already doing. Let me know where you're watching from, or if you're watching it on replay. Feel free to sprinkle if you like this video. And I am going to use some of this fun chalk art, and I'm going to use a stencil. So at the end, if you would like a link for those things, just let me know and I'll send you a personal message. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our back, the bottom piece. And these rag flowers, they're really cool, you guys. They start out looking like you cut them out of this brand new fabric, but I'm going to show you a secret to make them look like rags. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, well, maybe you already know this. I don't know. You guys are so crafty. But I didn't know this. So I was just experimenting, and I'm looking at my other one to see what the size is. I was just experimenting, and I figured out something that works amazing to make them look like rags. Okay, so I'm going to just cut a loose circle. This one that we're making now is going to be a little bit smaller than the ones that I've made earlier that are so cute. Okay, it's sort of a circle. Okay, and then we need to decide what our next layer should be. And there's a lot of options. There's, oh shoot, I put it away. I have some drop cloth out. I also have some lace out. Some of my favorite lace. Oh, I have some burlap. I have this one or the creamy ivory that looks like this. But I think we'll start with a piece of drop cloth. Okay, so that's the next thing we're gonna do. And I wanna cut it just slightly smaller than this. And when I cut it, I'm gonna cut it sort of bumpy. I'll show you what I mean. I'm just loosely tracing where this is. And I'm gonna remember that it needs to be quite a bit smaller than this. So what are you guys doing this Saturday before Easter? You know, it is so beautiful in Atlanta. Oh my gosh. But it's cool and chilly. I think I'll cut this all out first. That'll make it easier. But it's chilly. Wow. I don't even think we've reached 70 today, which I guess I shouldn't be complaining because I know that in other parts of the country, you guys are getting snow. So I'm sorry about that. That's a bummer. If anybody's done, and there's several, sorry, I keep thinking about different things that I'm so excited about to tell you about. There's several different styles of rag flowers. So this is just the first one that we're gonna do. And probably this week, I'll show you the other one, which is equally cute. And it's probably easier. So if you've, oh, what I remembered what I was gonna say. If you have done these made rag flowers before, gosh, I would love it if you would hop over to that other page that I have, which is called Dreamy DIY. There's about 2,000 craft elites over there. It's a page, a group that I have that I just recently started promoting, and it's already grown from like 200 to 2,000. But if you've done rag flowers, I would love for you to post some pictures over there. So just hop over there. It's Dreamy space DIY. Ask to join, I'll approve you. And check out all the pictures that have been posted already by those super crafty ladies. And then share your pictures too. That would be awesome. Okay, so here's our next layer. And I haven't roughed it up or anything yet. Okay, so next, let's do this one next. Okay? And you know what? I'm gonna do it on a strip because it's small enough now. And I have tons of these strips. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous how much fabric you get. You guys, I'm thinking that we could tear these and make them kind of like like a tassel almost. Anyways. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a piece right here. Let's see, how much smaller do I want it to be? Just a little bit. This is a trick that I'm going to show you to speed it up. I think they look cuter when they have sort of that little wavy edge. And if you just fold a piece of fabric into fours and pinch it, and then you can just kind of go from one corner to the other and do this sort of wavy. I'll show you. This kind of wavy cut. Hopefully it'll be a circle and not an oval. Well, it's sort of a circle. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Nothing has to be perfect for this project. In fact, we don't want perfect. Okay, and then let's do an orange. This is such cute fabric right here. I cannot wait to get this project finished and to show you the ones that I have already done. They are so cute. And I can't wait to have some time to start working on the other style. Anyways, let's see. I've not been paying attention. Rag pom-poms. Oh gosh, yeah, we could do that with this stuff. It's just, what is it even made of? Well, it doesn't say what it's made of, but it just says, do not pre-wash, machine wash when it's finished in cold water, and do not use bleach and tumble dry low, and you can use a warm iron on it. So it's pretty thin, and the colors are just so cute. I've been making a lot of ovals and not really circles lately. That is definitely an oval. I'm going to fix that a little bit. I'll just cut off one side of it. The thing that we're going to do to make these look like they're rags really resolves any issues with them not being actual circles. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. And let's see, you know, on one of them I used some of this cardboard, and I do like the idea of a little mixed media, but that is too big. I have some of this on one of my projects. Maybe I'll cut it smaller and we'll just see if it works. You can use any kind of paper you want. You could use scrapbook paper for this. You could make these rag flowers out of just painter's drop cloth, burlap. You can make, these are, I'm calling these happy because they're really bright colors, but you could make them more muted. Okay, that looks cute. Let me show you what we've got so far. We're going to do one more layer. And then we'll do a button. And then I'll show you how it all comes together. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the blue as our well, maybe I want to do, yeah, let's do the blue. Okay, I'm so indecisive. We're going to just have a little itty bitty bitty one here. So I really was getting worried that you guys were sick of flowers. And last time I asked that question on this page, I got a ton of replies that no, you're not sick of flowers, that you want to keep doing flowers. And you guys have done a lot of flowers and posted pictures of your flowers over at Dreamy DIY. And it's been awesome. So we're going to continue to do a few more flowers before we move into summery stuff. And I'm just going to keep cutting it smaller and smaller until I get the size that I want. Let's see. Nope, that's still too big. Okay, that's sort of a circle. And then we'll be putting a button in the center. Let's see, is there anything else I want to add to it? Oh yes, there is. I think I want to add some of this lace. This is my favorite lace. We'll add it on the very back. This is that lace that is like $4.88 from Walmart. I just opened it. It's a brand new spool. You get a ton. This is what it looks like. It's 4 inches by 3 yards, 4 inches wide by 3 yards. And it's not with the lace and ribbon section. It's more in the section where the decorating, where they have the fake succulents and the glass vases and stuff like that is where I found mine. And you know what? Before we get our stuff roughed up, we need to do our stencil so that it'll have a second to dry. I was not thinking about that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to put in the back layer. And it's going to be super cute. Okay, so we'll set this aside, make sure my glue gun is still plugged in. So this frame was $4 at Walmart, and it just has, for some reason, it just has a plain piece of white paper in there. So my thought was that I would probably, after we're all done, I'll iron this piece of burlap and put it as the background. But I was just too eager to get to you guys, so I didn't get that done in advance. So imagine this with that burlap in the background. Or depending on how this turns out, I don't know, I might do something different, like drop cloth. I don't know. So these are the two stencils that I'm debating. I'm kind of thinking this one because it says bless this mess, and these rag flowers look messy. The other one that I use all the time is called Family Blessings. These two come in a pack. These you can use all year long for a zillion different occasions. I have stuff all over my house with that on it. Oh, in fact, just this week, we did this thing when I showed you how to create this beachy background. So obviously I like that stencil, but we're going to use the Bless This Mess for today. Okay, so that means this is going to be a vertical. And I am basically just going to take it off of the backing, and I'm going to stand up to sort of center it. We're not measuring because we're enjoying this. And the good thing about this project, we're using chalk, this chalk in these little pots, and it's not permanent. Okay, so what that means is it'll stay put on here and not flake off or anything for forever. But if you get tired of it, you can either take the glass out and put it in a warm sink of soapy water, or you can just use some Windex and it'll come right off. And then you can do another stencil in a different color or whatever you would like to do. Okay, I was trying to decide which one of these colors I like better, and I think I like Water to My Ocean. The other one I was debating on, these are both great colors, and I used them in that seascape thing, is called So On and So Forth. So if you have either one of these, you could totally do this project. All right, and I'm just going to find a spreader. And these stencils are so nice to work with. They are adhesive, and so they stick to what you're using them on. They don't, slide around. You're not likely to push your medium underneath them. And this one looks cruddy because I've used it a lot because I like this stencil. And these are reusable 25, 30, 35, even more times if you just take care of them, which, dang, I forgot. I'm going to have to hop up as soon as I'm done here and go throw this in the sink. I forgot my bucket of water. I was too excited to give you guys this, to show you this. Anyways, so if you just take care of them, they are reusable over and over and over and over. And I just took a big glob of this chalk art. That might even be too much. We'll see. And this is a spreader that comes big. They're 50 cents, and I always cut them up. And then when they start to get really yucky, then I just throw them away. And the next time I order, I get some more spreaders. So if you're going to order any of the gel ink or ceramic paint or this chalk art, then you definitely should grab a couple spreaders. I was trying to think of what else do I use it with. I really don't use it with etching cream. I don't use these spreaders with etching cream. But I have used them with the Rescue Restore paint when I was using that over the top of a stencil. The only thing about that is that the Rescue Restore paint is thinner. And when your medium is thinner, it's easier to use a pouncer, one of those little foam things, than a spreader. This is just the perfect consistency. Okay, and I'm not going to fiddle around too long with this, but I think I have it pretty much everywhere. It will only take a few minutes to dry. So by the time we're done with our flower, it should be finished. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And this is what it's going to look like. Oh, this is going to be so cute. Okay, excuse me for just a moment while I run into the bathroom. Okay, so whoops, I didn't shut my door. I just threw it in my bathroom sink and put, a little bit of water over it. And it'll just sit there and soak until I'm ready to take it to the kitchen and wash it off. This looks really cute. This is going to be such a cute project. Okay, so I'm setting that aside for a minute. And next up, we're going to start working with our flower. So, what I have found the easiest thing to do is, oh wait, we got it. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the funnest part. The making it look like rags and not like brand new fabric. Okay, so this is just one of those, what are they called? Foam sanding blocks. And then this is, I think it's 120 grit. And I'm just gonna wrap it around my sanding block. And I'm not gonna do that on the felt, okay? And I'm not doing that on the lace either because it would just tear it up. But I am gonna do it on the drop cloth. And it's gonna start to pull out the strings here. Okay, so that's what it's looking like, more like a rag. And now we're gonna do this one. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, I think you can. Hey Dee. Carolyn says she couldn't find the spreaders. Dang. You know what, Carolyn? If you will call a maker studio first thing Monday morning, and I'll put a phone number for them in the comments here. Maybe the sweet gal that works there, her name is Michelle, maybe she could alter your order and throw in a couple spreaders. If not, don't worry, you can use a gift card or a credit card, and those work too. But the spreader is just nice because you can cut that up. Okay, and this is what this looks like. And I'm wishing that I had some darker fabric. So I may do one more circle in a darker color so I can show you. But anyway, so we have this next one. And I'm literally just sanding the edges of my fabric with this little sanding block. And with the darker fabric, what you'll see is that it sort of makes the outside look a little faded, which is exactly the look that you want. Okay, and I'm gonna do this little teeny one, and then I'm gonna get a bigger piece of fabric in the dark color so I can show you what that effect is. And I'm working today, I forgot to tell you, I'm working today on my Wilton's cake board. While I was at Walmart this morning, I did run through that area because I wanted to remember how much it was. They're $4 for 4 of these boards. And I'll work on one side until it's just disgusting, and then I'll work on the other side, and then I'll throw it away and get a new one out. So this is a great surface, especially if you're doing a lot of gluing, to use. Okay, and we obviously aren't sanding the piece of cardboard. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to just show you with this blue. We may end up adding it. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll show you with this one. You cannot do this project wrong. If you don't like the wavy lines, you can just do straight. And you guys, if you cannot get to Walmart to get some of this, and you don't have a stash of fabric, go look in your clothes, because maybe you have some blouses or something that are cotton that you haven't worn in a really long time, or that don't fit you anymore, that would be suitable to be donated. You could cut those up and work on that, okay? And then look for, you can use scrapbook paper, you can use burlap, you can use that netty stuff. What is that called? I have a bunch of it. I'll think of it. Anyways, so there's just tons of different ways that you could do this project. And I'm so excited to see all the ways that this will be reinterpreted. I'm sure there'll be several before Monday over at Dreamy DIY. I did this banner. It's behind me on the couch. And I did that a few days ago. And before I could even get pictures of it and put it in my feed, some super creative gal had recreated it and already put her pictures over on Dreamy DIY. And I was like, dang, I wish I would have done what she did. But anyways, so even if you don't personally want to take pictures of your projects and share them, you should go there and join the group just so that you can see the pictures that other people do, because they do these DIY projects, but they also do a lot of projects of their own. And they put some cool spins on things that I would have never thought about. So can you see how it makes the edges faded a little bit and look more like a rag? Let's see, would this work? It would if I make this one just a little bit smaller. I think the more layers you have, the cuter it is. Don't want this to be too small. And if it's kind of an oval shape, or if you accidentally glue something on off center, that is okay. Okay, so I'm going to make this smaller. I cannot wait to show you this whole thing put together. Next up, we're going to glue this all together. I'm going to show you this little trick to give them some, so they're not just flat and floppy. And then we will glue them on our frame, and we may mess around and see what we could use for the background of that. I don't know. Okay, so I just messed this one up. And this is what this is going to look like. Oh, I forgot my piece of this. Which I'm thinking, I don't think I want that now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, and it will be getting a button, and it's also gonna get some substance to it. So I'm gonna start with the back layer, and it's this lace, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue in the center of it and lay it over the top of the next layer. Okay, and with the other ones that I did, I started with a felt in one of them in the back. And so what I did with the felt, we'll put the next layer on and then I'll show you how you can sort of pinch it up. I'm just putting a blob of glue in the center and we'll stick our drop cloth on there. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a teeny bit of glue on either side and pinch it just a little bit. Can you guys see what I'm doing? So these tricks that I'm showing you right now are the ones that I just figured out on my own to do. There may be a better way. You know, I'm not an expert at these rag flowers. This is my first day even making them. So if you have, and you may know better what to do than I do. So I'm going to do 4 of these teeny little pinches. Okay, and that's going to give our flower a little dimension. And because this lace on the back is so just floppy, I'm going to put a little dab of glue and attach it a little bit. What have I got here? Oh, I got some, oh, I have ink on my fingers. These are flushable wipes that I'm using to wash my fingers off. They work great in here. And that little bit of chalk on this piece of drop cloth won't hurt anything. Okay, so I'm going to do another little dab. And another little dab. Okay, and now you can see that it's not just flat and floppy. Okay, so the next thing is we're just going to continue on with our layers, and I'm just going to put the glue in the very center. Well, dang. You know what? The chalk is on my glue gun, and that's why it keeps getting on my fingers. So, do you guys like my new configuration of my craft room? Now, I figured out finally, I put this desk that was in my closet here straight. Let's see if I can turn this just a little bit. And it comes out from this long desk right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And it gives me like 3 times the workspace. Plus, I can look right into the camera and I'm not having to look up and over my shoulder. So, I'm loving it. Okay, let's do our next layer. And if any of your layers seem like maybe they're a little bit too big, when you put that dab of glue in the center, while it's still hot, you can sort of pinch the pieces a little bit. Do you see how I did that in the center? I'm going to have to do that with this one too. So I'm putting it in, and then I'm just pinching it a little bit to pull the sides in, just a hair. looks like. One more, and then we'll figure out what button we want to do. Okay, here is our rag flower. Isn't it cute? What do you guys think? Do you like it? If you do, give me some hearts. Okay, so you could do, I got some buttons out. Where are they? You could do really any color that you wanted, or you can just do a white, and I'll show you what it would look like. Oh, look at all those hearts. See, I could just put a little white button in the center, which looks pretty cute. Or I could do something like, this was a little vintage orange button that has a blue circle in it. I could do that. I think I'm going to do that. That is cute. Okay, and if you don't have a button stash, but you're going to be raiding your closet to get a couple blouses to cut up so you can make some rag flowers, then just cut the buttons off of your blouse and you can use those too. I'm all about using what you have whenever possible. I really did not have any fabric here at my house except for this fabric that I had used last week. So I'm justifying why I decided to buy some fabric. But anyways, I do try to use what I have whenever possible. Okay, so let's just put a little dab here. And stay with me because we're about to put it all together. I may have to make one more that's slightly smaller, but I'm going to show you what the other ones look like. Okay, so this is the one that we just did. Is that cute or what? Each one is going to look completely unique. This is another one that I did that I just did sort of flat. Okay, well, on the top one I scrunched it in. So this has the dark, then it has a lace, then it has this orange, then it has a painter's drop cloth, then it has this light blue and peach, the navy blue, and then part of this fabric has all these stylized flowers. And so I just literally cut one of those flowers out. And I also cut out a leaf and tucked that in there. And then I used this funny little orange vintage button that I had for that. So which one do you like better? I'm curious. The one we made or this one? I have another one to show you still. Okay, and then this is the other one that I made. The more of these I make, the more I learn what I like and what is helpful. Okay, so this is the most recent one that I made. And you can see in the back how I pinched it in to sort of get that dimension and the ripples going right there. So it has that blue felt, and then it has this fabric that has the flowers on it. Can you see that? And then it has the orange. And then it has a little piece of the cardboard that I showed you guys how to get the top off of. And I did crunch that up a little bit. Then it has this light blue, then the navy blue, then orange, and I put a white button on it. So, let's see. These are the three, and they all look so different, don't you guys think? And they're all darling. Darling, darling. And if you already have a bunch of fabric, you could probably throw this together just for free. It wouldn't cost you anything, because I bet if you sew, you probably have stuff that you can use. Okay, Emily says that she likes the one that I just made. Kathy says that she likes the pinched one. I think is this one. Carol says she likes them all. Okay, Dixie says she likes this one, the one we just made. And I didn't see the, oh, and Cindy likes number 3, which I think is this one. Anyways, okay. Oh, drop cloth at Lowe's or Home Depot is almost sold out. Wow, I'm surprised. I've had mine forever though. and I just keep cutting little bits off for my projects. And somebody was asking me what the weight of it was or something. I'm sorry, but I have absolutely no idea. I'm sure you can order drop cloth on Amazon. And if you have that Prime thing, it'll probably be coming pretty quick. Okay, so let's look at our project and figure out what we want to do. It's almost dry, and chalk art, it looks much darker in the jar. And then when it dries a little bit lighter. And this is gonna go perfect with, I'm sorry about those lights, guys. I don't know how to avoid them. It's gonna go perfect with the flowers that we made. It goes great with this color of the blue felt. What do you think? Looks like they were made for each other. Okay, so I'm trying to decide, what do I wanna do? I think what I need to do is I need to make 2 really teeny little rag flowers to put here and here, and then I could like pop that one right there. What do you guys think? Whoops, you can't see what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, here. So I'm thinking that I need a couple little ones to go on either side of this one up here at the top corner. And then I might pop this little one down here. These I think are too big to go side by side. What do you guys think? Let me see what you say. You love the blue. Yep, odd numbers in each corner. So 3 in the top and 1 in the bottom is what I'm thinking. And honestly, I do really love this one that we made. So I might make 2 that are very similar to this, but that are much smaller to put on either side of this one. And anyways, okay, now if I do some burlap, do we like that, or would we rather have drop cloth? I'm almost thinking that it would be better with drop cloth inside of it. Let me just pop this in there just to see. It's not going to be the right size, and it's wrinkly and everything, but you guys let me know what you think, if that's what I should do. See, look, this is so weird. That was all that was inside of it. Okay, so just pretend that this covers the whole thing. Ooh, I like this. What do you guys think? Let's see, where can I get it? Hey, and if those comments are driving you crazy, you can right swipe and it'll move them out of the way so they're not in the middle of seeing what I'm doing. And then if you want to come back, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. If you want to come back and say something, just swipe to the left and it'll bring all the comments back. So, do you guys like the drop cloth? Let's see what you said. 2 small ones in the corner. You love the blue and the peach together. Me too. Okay, so this could be really cute in all neutrals as well. Trish says yes to the drop cloth. Bev says that she loves the drop cloth. Glenda says try the burlap. Okay, let's try that. Hey, and if you are liking this project, again, don't hesitate to sprinkle this to your social media if you would like to. And if you haven't said anything while we've been on this tutorial here, Facebook has this weird thing where they'll serve up my videos to you more often if you comment or even just do some of those little hearts in the corner. Okay, what do you guys think? I kind of think that might be too dark. I don't know. And dang, those lights are just driving me crazy. What do you guys think? Do you like the drop cloth better? Okay, Judy says the drop cloth. Shelly says the drop cloth. Carol says drop cloth. Teresa says the cloth. I'm assuming the drop cloth is pretty. Trish says drop cloth. Angela says drop cloth. Linda says drop cloth. Rebecca says drop cloth. Alice says drop cloth. I think we got our winner. It's going to definitely be the drop cloth. But I'll have to, what's going on here? My glass was trying to come out. I'll have to cut a piece, iron it, and make it look nice and put it in there. So, anyways, I hope you liked this project. If you want links for the chalk art or that stencil set that says family blessings is one and then bless this mess, let me know and I'll just send you a PM with that. If you have questions about these projects or really anything else, put that in the comments. Give me some little loves for this project, and then be sure to look back later today for the pictures, because I'll take pictures of all these rag flowers that I made here today, and then I will assemble the project and I'll take a picture of the project all assembled, and I'll just put that in the comments. So definitely come back to see that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already liked and followed DIY Dreaming, do that, because the next two flowers that I'm going to be doing are going to be so dang cute. You will kick yourself if you miss them. In fact, let me just give you one quick little sneak peek of one thing that I will be doing. Okay, I'll let you see. I'm going to do a whole bunch of different variations on this. This is one of those rolled flowers, and I just used that favorite lace of mine, and then it's got these long tails that are the burlap, that ivory color burlap, and then a couple that are the lace. And this one is very plain and neutral, but I'm going to be working on a few others that are not so neutral, and this would look really cute on a wreath. I'm just thinking that there's probably a lot of things that you could do with that. And then the other one is a different style of rag flower. So be sure to like and follow DIY Dreaming so you don't miss out on those, plus all the other projects that I'll be doing. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you and have a blessed Easter. I may post a few pictures on Easter, but I don't think I'll be coming live. I just want to spend that day with my family, and I really hope that you are able to do that as well. We're planning to do church on TV this year, and then we're going to be watching that Andrea Bocelli concert that I told you guys about yesterday. He's doing it from a cathedral in Italy. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and it's going to be on Andrea Bocelli's YouTube channel. So that's what we'll be doing. I hope that you have a wonderful Easter, and I will for sure post pictures tomorrow, but I will for sure be live with all these new projects come Monday morning. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.